citizen to see you, Mr. Mayor.
Citizen? They're not allowed in here. This is public property.
Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants. Power does what it wants.
Hey guys, Rogue Nation here with you today. Got a video coming to us from the dreaded Rebel Rouser. This guy just destroys this corporate journalist on this misinformation panel here at the library. Really great video. These guys out there are doing really good work. He's out there with Lawrence Accountability, and you guys should definitely check out both their channels. I'll leave links for them in the description. Roll by, let them know I sent you. Let them know thanks for standing up for our rights and questioning these fools. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Alright, I'm at the Lawrence Public Library right now. I'm going to be attending an event that they're hosting on misinformation in the media. There's a couple of panelists going to be there. One of them is Sherman Smith, who's the editor of Kansas Reflector. So I want to ask him some questions. I have a question answer period, hopefully. Either way, I came in, I got a sign here that has my question, one of my questions on it. It says, how is this hateful if you're born with ick? Coming out, bro?
Good looking at.
Yeah, man. Here's these guys, right here. Let's see what he says. Any issues this time? What's up, bro? What's up? Hey, let me I got some questions for you. Try to figure out so I have a phone. Appreciate it.
This is a library-sponsored event, and protesting of any kind is not allowed on library property.
This ain't a protest, so.
We can't have you holding your signs up.
It's not a protest.
We cannot have you holding your signs up.
If you touch me,
I
it's
will
battery.
not. I'm not going to touch
Then
you.
back up off me. I don't know why you're getting so dang close to me.
I want you to either put your sign down or leave.
Nope. Hey, Michael, you getting this? Nope. This ain't a protest. This is a question.
I'm going to ask you one more time to leave,
Or what?
and then I'm going to tell you to leave.
I ain't leaving, man.
I'm going to call the police.
Go for it.
Okay. Call the cops.
Brad, this ain't a protest, man. This is called a question. You know, like at a library, you ask questions.
Yeah, we don't allow signs and protests, so as we said.
Yeah, like I just said,
You're welcome to be in the event.
this ain't a protest, Brad. So it's a question.
I understand what you're saying, but we're not having any signs.
No, words matter. You just said it. We're not allowed to protest. I'm not protesting anything right now. So I just want to be clear. I'm not protesting anything. I'm asking a question.
I'm going to ask you to leave. You can put the sign away and stay and ask your question, or
For
you
what?
can leave.
For what reason? Why
For
can't
what
I?
reason?
Yeah, why can't I have
You
a
can
sign?
protest outside. We don't allow signs
I'm
in
making
here.
it
I'm going to
clear.
ask you to leave.
I'm not protesting.
Because it's
Do we
the
need to-
rules, dummy.
Yeah. That's a violation of my constitutional right. What if this was written on my shirt? Could I be in here? Is that me?
No, not a good
What if it was?
What I'm saying
what if
is-
it was? What if it was?
I don't have any comments for you, Justin.
Exactly.
Please
No.
put your sign down or leave.
My sign is down, Brad. I've
Put it away.
Oh, now I got to put it away. You just said put it down. I put it down. I put it down. I put it down. So I put it down, Brad, so thank you.
All right, are you calling the police? All right. Do we really have to do this? Could you please just
You tell me,
Leave
Brad.
your sign?
You told me to put my sign down.
put your sign away?
Now you said away. You said down. And either way, I'm not putting it away. It's called a sign with words on it. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We do not allow that in events.
What I see people with notebooks. What if they wrote something on it and held it up? Would that be allowed, Brad? Would that
I
be
don't have
allowed?
any comment on that, Justin.
Why not? How is that any different? So no
I'm gonna ask
words
you to
are
leave.
allowed to be written. Here we go, guys. Anybody gonna try and defend me up there? Those misinformation defenders up there? This is a constitutional right for me to express myself in a public library.
In a library program, we do not allow protests.
I'm not
This is
protesting, Brad.
protest.
I've already. It is
You're
not.
gonna need to put your sign away.
How is this protest? Misinformation, guys. You guys know the definition of protest, right? Is a question a protest? Or is it asking a question to try and gain some knowledge? That's not a protest. That's asking questions like you would in a classroom, Brad, or a library.
We're here to talk about this.
Yeah, exactly.
And not about
Me too.
your
Hi
I'm
folks,
not.
my name is Brad Allen, the director of the library, and we're gonna pause this until the police come and remove Dr. Spees.
Under what grounds?
You do not allow protests in the building, you do not allow protests. You may protest on the right of way outside of the building.
How is this
I
a
asked you to put your sign away.
how is this a protest?
Follow the rules.
I'm not protesting, so I am following the rules. It's called breaking the rules if I was protesting according to you, but I'm not protesting. I'm not protesting.
Guys, the First Amendment was written to protect speech.
I'm not hogging anything. I would have been standing there with my sign without creating an issue at all. But of course, Brad had to do it.
There's no need to
We
be
do
deceived
not,
about
we've
it.
been clear about this at a library event that is a library sponsored event. We do not allow signs or protests.
Brad,
You
I
can
was
put
in
your
here.
sign away. I'm done
I was in
arguing
here.
with you.
No,
We
I'm
will
not.
wait to start this
That's
event
great.
until-
That's great.
I would ask you to please leave
I was.
before the police
No,
come.
thanks. I was in here in June and August with signs as well. Why wasn't I stopped then?
I'm not discussing that with you right now.
So those 2 times I could come in, one said Nazis work here, which is what you're proving right now. That was fine. The other one was a question for Sheriff Armbruster. Same fashion, I was asking him a question, or I was stating that he was a liar. You guys were perfectly fine with that. Why now? What's different?
You may
Sherman,
put your
You don't
sign
have an
away.
answer. You don't have an answer.
Sherman,
I'm not answering you. I'm not interested in
It's
answering
kind
you.
of
I'm asking you
it's
to
kind of
leave or put
important.
your
It's
sign
kind of
away.
important. It's called an inconsistency. I'm allowed to have it, then I'm not allowed to have it, and I'm going to be arrested for it apparently.
I guess so.
Why wasn't I arrested the last 2 times, Brad?
I don't have anything. to say.
Exactly. Thank
Sherman,
you.
are you an expert in the First Amendment? Can you help us with this?
He's a pseudo expert and a
Can you help
pseudo
us?
journalist. Pseudo. Otherwise, he'd be saying something to defend rights right now. You know the rights as a journalist that you live and die on as they're dying right in front of you? Come on, Sherman.
Justin, I appreciate your interest in public engagements. Personally, I don't care if you hold a stupid sign as long as you're not disruptive to the meeting. We care. You've been disruptive so far.
Oh, really? I've been disruptive by being told that I have to leave.
But Sherman, it's not about whether you care. Is it a protected right under the First Amendment or not?
I don't know what the rules of this forum are. The government cannot make a content-based decision. I
Okay.
believe the decision here is being made based on the rules about protests.
There's signs back here on the table.
Signs on the table are allowed?
The American Library Association has said very clearly that in a library program that is an event and not a public forum, this is a limited public forum. And we do not need to allow protests. You may protest outside on the right-of-way sidewalk. You may not protest in this building. I've asked you politely to put your sign away. You have not done that, so we had to call the police. This is our understanding of the law and First Amendment protections within a program that is an informational channel and not a public forum. There's a difference between a limited public forum and a public forum.
This is asking a question no different than during Q&A. This is not a protest. No different than this. See? Have you moved? That's a question. Same with this. It's not a protest, it's a question. Officer, it's a question. I'm not protesting here at all. I'm not protesting. I've come to an engagement where I want to ask a journalist a question, and this is the question I want to ask. I'm not protesting.
Okay. But at the same time, they're asking you to...
Because they're saying
I'm
I'm protesting. I'm not protesting.
Thank you for being here for the kickoff of our Civic Engagement 101 series. We have a lot of partners. One of which is
How long have you been?
9 years.
Wow.
We women voters.
I was in for 6 years, but...
So folks are aware we are filming this
I want you to know
tonight.
I'm not doing anything wrong right now. They're saying that I'm protesting. I am not protesting.
With
I have a
this Civic
sign.
Engagement series,
There are signs
we
right
aim
there.
to empower community members with information that they
Flyers
need to make
as
the
well.
best choices for
This
themselves.
is a question.
We're honored to
So you
have
made your point?
four
So
different
you-
panels here this evening. We're here to talk about misinformation and disinformation in the media.
You don't get to decide
So in
when
the
I
interest
make
of
my
time, I'll let the
What if my
panelists
point was to be made the
introduce
entire
themselves
hour and a
for
half?
first
It's not up to you to decide.
and we'll hold
What if
about
what?
20
I'm
minutes
sorry, there's
for audience questions.
voices, literally voices going on in my head.
What if I wanted to make a point for the entire hour and a half? It's not up to you to decide when I make my point.
Well, it's not up to you for them. Because look, all these people are here for something else.
No, I'm here. This is a panel about misinformation. That journalist right there has spread misinformation. I'm asking him a question.
But this isn't the venue to do it.
For shit, it's not.
It's not.
For shit, it's not. There's going to be a Q&A here, officer.
Is it Q&A time now?
Doesn't matter.
It does.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Because I'm standing here silently there, officer. Silently.
I saw you addressing you. That wasn't silent.
I was standing silently with my sign until they came up to me.
Honestly, dude, you're flooring me. I had no idea what you were going to do, but it's still protected. It's protected speech is you would make a scene. That's no questions.
I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't talk to anybody. But you just said I was creating a scene, so you don't totally get it. I stood here silently, and that guy right there approached me and got up in my grill and started edging me out. That guy with the mask right there, and I do as well.
thank
I
you.
was standing there silently, so your narrative.
That's not a thank you saying you're going to get that. That's a thank you saying you're going to make the right decision because I had it all in favor.
Okay. But at the same time, I get that you want to be heard, but I don't.
Of course I do.
Yeah, of course I
I do.
get this a venue.
A public library isn't a place to be heard. Do you hear yourself there, Wolf? Do you hear yourself? A public library isn't a place to be heard. Do you hear yourself?
This venue.
Right, that's wonderful. And see, I'm not doing it. The meeting's going on. Just stay there. No problem. There's no issue. I'm standing there. If you weren't here talking about it, just
Honestly, I came here to cover this, and you guys are distracting me. It's you. Your presence is distracting me from being able to cover this because I'm feeling like I have to cover him instead of covering this event.
Go ahead, cover me.
Yeah, but I came to cover the event, and you guys are causing a distraction for me to not be able to
Well,
cover this event.
that's your distraction.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not in some kind of way with you. It's just, I got called here, so I have to be here.
Do my job.
Signs away now. What's the issue?
I did also want to
What is
mention
your name? My name is Frank.
You know my name. Or should you?
No, for real.
Dude, the sign is down. Now I'm just standing there trying to watch the meeting. I don't know why you're asking me my name. I'm trying to watch
To have conversation with you.
No, not right now. This isn't the time. I was listening to this meeting, officer. Thank you. It's important to me. That's why I came all the way over here with my question.
The first question that I have for you all
See,
tonight
there's a question.
is who is behind the spread of information and what is the motivation to disseminate this information?
Well, let me start out by saying it's really hard to answer who because it's so many different groups. I don't think there's just one group or one affiliated with.
It's so fast that we're not far away from not being able to discern all the information or anything else.
Thank you.
Hopefully we're
Officers, can you, yeah, of course. What are you talking about? Can you guys, great, man, great. Can you guys explain something to me? Am I under threat of arrest or anything right now? Okay, so what are you guys doing then?
We were called here. We're sitting here waiting for a sergeant real quick.
Right. So what happens if I continue to display my sign here? That's a question. What happens then? Are you guys going to arrest me? Is that what we're talking about here, guys?
Not really, man.
You're not going to arrest me?
As of right now, I have no intent to do that, man.
So if I go in there and I display this sign and they say that I can't do that because I'm protesting, they want me to leave, are you going to arrest me?
Like I said, for sergeant to show up. That's all we're doing right now.
Waiting for a sergeant to show up? You're looking swole,
we were
dude.
just
Are
let-
you
we were just-
juicing? You look bigger than the last time I saw you. You look swole.
We're just letting you do your thing and not be honest.
Really? Okay. So I'm gonna,
For right now.
For right now. For right now. But nothing's gonna change though. If I'm going in there and do my thing right now, it's gonna be the same as like when it's not right now. So I don't know what that even means. I'm trying to get clarity, but I'm displaying my question sign right now, just so you know.
I wasn't at the mechanism meeting, right? And her mother had commented on the photo, oh, hey, you look so good, I didn't know.
We're gonna open it up to questions from the audience. We have Teresa's the microphone. I'm not sure if the microphone is on. We have a microphone up here at the front. We just need folks to speak through the mic, so since we're recording this on YouTube, that some folks are gonna be able to hear. Yeah, let me bring
Appreciate it, Brad. My name is Dr. Justin Spees. I have a question specifically for Sherman Smith there, and I want to provide a couple of examples and then ask my question. And so this has to do with your publication, The Kansas Reflector. Back in December of 2023, I filed a lawsuit against USD 497. And when you reported on it, Tim Carpenter reported on it, and he said that my lawyer wrote in the complaint that the reason why I became upset and filed this lawsuit is because the school board didn't endorse my politics, my political views. So that was incorrect because we didn't state that in the lawsuit, and so I reached out to, because that's not my claim. So I reached out to Carpenter and I asked him to change it to reflect reality. And so you guys reworded it to say that my lawyer said that we filed a lawsuit because the school board opposed my politics. So that doesn't reflect the reality of that situation. The reality is that it was filed on First Amendment rights violations. Politics was never even mentioned. So that's the first example I'd like you to defend, how that's not misinformation. If you're not reporting reality and I'm telling you what it is, you can go read the lawsuit and know that that wasn't said, but you still reported it. Secondly, I stood at the state capitol and with a sign that said, if you're born with a dick, you're not a chick. And you guys took a picture of me standing there, and then under the caption you said that two protesters were standing with hateful signs, my sign and my friend's sign, who said, "Make America Sane Again." So I'd like you to explain how that's hateful, how the truth in reality is hateful. And then secondly, here at the library, one of my friends was standing with a sign at a transgender event that said, "God didn't get it wrong. There are only two genders," and you captioned that as saying she had a transphobic sign. So I'd like you to explain how that is transphobic. And then lastly, and then I'll wrap up here, last example here, one of the papers that you're affiliated here with, Lawrence Times, and you guys mentioned it, recently published Amber Seller's statement about why she's not remaining at general public comment, and printed it word for word. And in there, one of the things that she claims is that her reason is that her and the commissioners have received threats. And so if there were threats, there would be police reports, incident reports, there'd be a case number, there would have been an arrest, and there would have been articles written about it, but none of that stuff exists. So I'd like you to defend how that's not misinformation and frankly journalism malpractice for the journalists not to just follow up with Amber and be like, can we get the case numbers on that? That seems really serious. Our commissioners are being threatened. And then follow up with the police as well and be like, wow, so you guys arrested people for threatening the commissioner? And they never did that. They just printed it as fact. So I'd like you to defend how that's not misinformation. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Justin. There's a lot to unpack here. The short version is I think you have a different reality than most of the rest of the people. I think I don't know what the Lawrence Times story is. They republish a lot of our stuff. I support the Lawrence Times. We're not affiliated with them. I don't answer for whatever the stories there are, how they write them. I don't know the details of a story we published 3 or 4 years ago or what conversations you had with Tim about that lawsuit.
It was just last year.
Last year?
Yeah, it was less than a year ago.
I don't know the details of the story published a year ago.
You're the editor.
What you quibbled with. I know that we were one of the few news outlets that wrote about your case, which appears to be a clear First Amendment issue, right?
You tell me. You seem to
I
see
read
that
the story,
your story says it was because of my
The
fault.
story said a lot of things that you might quibble with. The story also said it's a First Amendment case. You filed the lawsuit. We outlined the context of that story.
So your answer is as long as we disagree, then we are in a different reality. Got it.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeff.
Panelists, thanks so much for your time tonight and for answering so many people's questions. Give a round of applause to both. Thank you all for coming. We mentioned this will be up on YouTube in a few days. If you want to
Go through and get a shot of Sean Smith's shirt real quick.
Thanks a lot. Good night.
What's your shirt say, Sherman? Kansas needs local news. Is that a protest, Brad? Is that a protest right there? He's got words on his shirt. Would you call that a protest, Brad? Kansas needs local news. That sounds like a protest to me. Let's throw him out. Let's call the police, Brad. Let's call the police on him and have him removed. Yeah, good night. Yes, and have him removed because he has words in protest. The only possible explanation is it's a protest.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say to you.
That's great. I got something to say to you. So, your double standards, man.
Right, they don't have to allow us up there to speak.
I thought you didn't have anything to say to me, Brad. What? I thought you didn't. I thought you didn't have anything to say to you. I thought you didn't have anything to say to me. There you go. Double standards, Brad. Double standards. What's your name? Mike, security guard with a mask on, scared of his own shadow. Supposed to be protecting us, I guess.
But I don't think you can also allow this. Yes, you can. But I think you can. The government can inform of this. They can invite people in to participate. They have to. Their regulation has to be content neutral. They decide that there's going to be a written sign that is not going to be allowed. And they can't also say that we're going to decide that this written sign is okay. And that's the essence, because that's the essence of discrimination. It's a content neutral decision. But these are two different entities. One who's going to invite it in. That's the essence of choice. That's the essence of content. But just because they allow one organization in to be present and provide information doesn't mean they fill out the plan or anybody else. They'll also have a table. Unfortunately, so actually they could do that. But the way to make sure that just the campus signs and that's what they want to do is they have to make it so that there can't be any signs. That would be a content neutral restriction. But if we're going to allow this signage, that they're not his, that is a content specific decision. I disagree. Fair enough. Because I appreciate it. I appreciate this.